Paying all these $10,000 bonds here, $5,000 bonds here.
Ah yes, the classic courtroom fashion statement, nothing says. Right. I'm totally taking this seriously, like a $1,200 designer jersey. Bonus points if it matches your bail amount.
Oh, this is wonderful. Have we done
So
a
he
TRAS?
has a prior TRAS, but I think it may have expired. So he has a prior TRAS, but I think it may have expired.
One way or the other. One way it's going or the other to stop. It's going. All I'm asking you to do is all I'm asking you to do is it's got to happen one way or the other. It's got to happen one way or the other.
You now stand charged with, again, facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 You have worked out the agreement where they're offering you a 12-month deferred agreement where they're offering you a 12-month deferred.
If you complete it successfully,
It's a type of probation.
you do not end up with a conviction on your record.
You do not end up with a conviction on your record.
It's not
You can't tell
dismissed.
people it was dismissed.
If you complete it
It's
successfully,
not dismissed.
you don't.
Quick legal note: a deferred adjudication is basically probation with a side of suspense. Complete it cleanly, and it's like the charge goes into witness protection. Let's mess it up, and that charge comes back with a vengeance.
This is an evaluation. If they assess other conditions you may need, you must. If they assess other conditions,
of the weapon, no drugs, no alcohol. 40 hours of the weapon, no drugs, no alcohol. 40 hours of community service.
If you do a parenting class, if you do a parenting class,
40 hours of community service.
I will consider the 40 hours of community service.
I'd like the TRAS done pretty quick. That'd be great. Since he's here, it's probably the best thing to do. Since he's here, it's probably the best thing to do.
Right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. Right to compel witnesses to examine your behalf. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration
excluded from the country,
deny naturalization under federal law.
Excluded from the country, deny naturalization under federal law.
Disagreement. Give up the right to appeal. You were stuck with this until you complete it successfully. You were stuck with this until you complete it successfully. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Hunter, that I can hold you. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Hunter, that I can hold you for. We will do everything in our power to ensure. We will do everything in our power to ensure get clean that you and remain clean. Get clean, understand, and remain. You hear me? Do you understand?
How do you plead to this offense? Guilty.
You hear me? How do you plead to this offense?
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 12 months.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to for a TRAS.
12 months.
We can come back. We're going to send you now for a TRAS. We can come back. We'll see what it says.
Judge, without going too far into attorney-client communications, I have admonished Mr. Hunter that if he violates Mr. Hunter that if he violates any term that the state can start a motion to adjudicate, that where he would have a hearing in front of you, where he would have a hearing up to the year in Harris County jail.
If you violate
the year in the Harris County jail.
Glad you said that.
If you violate this agreement by not doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you violate this agreement by not doing what you're supposed to be doing, picking up a new case, testing positive, having a gun, picking up a new case, a warrant, having a gun will be issued because we will file a motion to revoke your probation, because we will file a hearing to revoke your probation, and if they prove it to me, we will have a hearing facing a year in jail. And if they prove it to me, understand, you are facing a year in jail. But me, do you understand? I'm not interested in jail. I'm interested in having you be clean. I'm interested in having you be clean. However, and we will have that. However, if you're able to do it on the outside, wonderful. If you're able to do it on the outside, wonderful. We have facilities available for you. We have facilities available for you at no cost to you. Now you understand the time. Now is the time.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Good luck. You are.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You are. Mr. Charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. Mr. Charged with driving while intoxicated. Facing up to a year in jail and facing up to a year in jail. And we're going to do probable cause. You have the right. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. You say the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford the right to have an attorney present, if you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
On April 5th, 2025, Harris County, Texas. On April 5th, 2025, Harris County, Texas, on the truck, bail officer, on the truck, bail officer, law enforcement officer, check stop, law enforcement officer, check stop, law enforcement officer, signs of intoxication, second, signs of intoxication, second, law enforcement officer, red water, law enforcement officer, red water, national center, northbound, tenemos un fuerte olor de equilibrio de hablar. Equilibrio. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Vida alcohólica. Vida alcohólica. Hicieron las pruebas de campo. El oficialista de negociación, el oficialista de
Since 2017, assault, DWI, late last year evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and late last year evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and now another DWI. If you are not in this country with permission, if you are not in this country with permission, and you go to jail, what happens? Mr. Coombs.
They will deport me.
Right.
They will deport me.
Right. I don't know what I need to do to keep my streets safe. But if I find you, but if I find that you, one iota, do anything to break these bond conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you will have hair fall.
Judge just went from firm but fair to supervillain origin story in under 10 seconds. Hair loss threats. That's when you know you've pushed it too far. What would you say if a judge warned you like that?
Away your privilege of driving, you will be signing an away your privilege of driving, you will be signing an affidavit with me. If I find that you do, I will blow a gas. Find that you do, I can have a contempt blow a gas. And every time you can be facing an additional 6 months in jail. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail. Do you understand? $500 fine. Do you understand?
I understand.
Illegal drugs. On one ankle, I'm going to put a scram monitor. One ankle, I'm going to put a scram monitor. On your other ankle, you will get a GPS monitor. On your other ankle, you will get a GPS monitor out in the middle of the night curfew because I did not want you out in the middle of the night. Like I said, if these conditions are broken, into jail you will go. With a bond to jail you will go. I am sending notice that will hit the DPS now. I am sending notice that I am placing restriction on you. That I am placing a restriction drive any vehicle that doesn't have a ignition interlock on it. Doesn't have every ignition interlock on it. In this state, every single officer that in this state pulled over will know you don't have an interlock. That if you get pulled over and you don't have an interlock, the document we're sending out to DPS notifies we're sending out to DPS notifies every officer without an ignition interlock in the car. Without an ignition interlock in the car. Do you understand the worst possible thing you can do in the short life possible thing you can do in the short life car and drive, Mr. Coombs, is get into a car and drive.
Judge, what was the curfew?
9 to 6. 9 to 6. You're ordered not to consume alcohol. You're ordered not to consume alcohol. Prescribed controlled medications. Unprescribed controlled medication. If you test positive, you will be randomly tested. If you test positive for revoked drugs, you will go into alcohol. Bond will be revoked. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. But it is your responsibility. If he tells me that he cannot get a hold of you, if he tells me that he cannot get a hold of a new case, if you become a danger to my city, you know become a danger to my city, you know what happens.